Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Skyblock. Something I want to do is get onto a better source of power. The best way to possibly do that, there's a few ways we could do it. We could upgrade the steam engines to steam dynamos, which would take a while. We'd have to get a few other things going. Or we could add more of those. That's kind of a difficult one. Well, not difficult, but not really worth it one. Or something that I love to do in every mod pack, which is solar power. So if we go to the word solar, so we get onto these solar panels from solar expansion. So this can go from 1 to 8 to 64 to 512 to 4096 to 32,768 RF per tick. That would be amazing, but obviously crafting for it is you've got the cores in the middle and then 8 of the previous tier. The best one we can probably get at our level would be the Redstone Solar Panel. So I did the math. We need 1 Redstone Solar Core, which is 4 Electrum Nuggets, a Leadstone Solar Core, which is 4 Lead Nuggets and 1 Iron Ingot, and then we need 8 Hardened Solar Panels, which is 8 Hardened Solar Cores, which is 32 Invar Nuggets, and 8 Leadstone Solar Cores, which is 32 lead nuggets and 8 iron. Then we need 64 Leadstone Solar Panels, which we need 128 Redstone for, and then we need 192 Steel Ingots, or Steel Nuggets rather, and then we need 64 Leadstone Solar Cores, which is going to be 64 iron and 256 lead nuggets, and then we're going to need 192 of these photovoltaic cells because it's 3 of them make 1. So we're going to need 192 of these, which is 576 glass panes, 576 iron nuggets, and 192 electrotime, which is 3 stacks of those. Okay, so the final thing that I needed was 22 steel, and as you may have noticed, the UI seems to have magically fixed itself, like straight after the last episode when we were focusing on this, and I was talking about how the UI was kind of broken. It just suddenly started working again. I've got everything we need now in here. This should be everything that we need in order to create this solar panel. So we're going to need 64 of these, so that means we need 64 of these. There we go, 64 redstone, steel things, and then we're just going to make 1 of those, and make another stack, and then go back up here to make another 3rd stack, and we should be able to create 64 leadstone solar panels. Redstone solar panel. So hopefully this should now give us power. So let's actually turn all of these ones off with the levers, and we should be getting more and more power now, which is good. So 64 RF per tick. Okay, so next on the list is a new special item, or 2 items that are going to help us out a lot, and those are a laser and an assembly table. Basically, to get this, we need some pretty simple stuff, to be honest, at this point. So we need some redstone, obsidian, diamondite, electron tubes, and the assembly table, which is just a diamond, 4 gold and 4 diamonds, extra bit of redstone and obsidian. We need to get obsidian. To get obsidian, we just need something called a stone barrel. That is just made. We're going to need 9 stone for that. Basically, that's going to allow us to put a bucket of lava in there, and the water on top should turn it into obsidian. There we go. Right, this is going to be pretty simple. Just need that, and then that, and there we go, some electron tubes. So we have enough of the electron tubes now where we can make 2 of these things, 2 lasers. Alright, so now we have all the stuff that we need in our inventory in order to create 2 lasers and an assembly table. Gonna need that 1 bit of cobblestone, and I'm gonna place the laser there. The thing we want to make next is really just a good way of getting steel, or more likely the word is in here, refined iron. You can use an induction smelter with 1 iron and 2 pulverized coal. So we need to make an induction smelter and also a pulverizer for the coal, obviously. So we need Invar gears, reception coil, which is gold, so that's easy, a bucket, and machine frame. Dense refined iron. Okay, that is a bit more difficult than I thought. So we need a basic circuit board, which means we do need a carpenter. That's a thing we can do. So machine frame, we need an iron chipset, pretty easy. Tin gear, easy. Crushed obsidian, which is a bit more difficult. A basic circuit board, which is just tin and redstone. And dense refined iron, which means we need quite a few things actually. We need a compressor, steel plates, or refined iron plates, which means we need a metal former and some steel. Right, after a tiny bit of work and getting the materials together, we have all the stuff for the metal former. We have the metal former that allows us to make the steel, the compressed steel, and the good thing I have is I have some steel going here, which is very nice. We actually have one more than we need. Then we need something called a compressor. So I'm going to get on to making the compressor, I guess. I also just realized we don't have to worry about the 2-to-1 ratios. 8 of those can go back. We can just do a 1-to-1 ratio now. Everything should be a lot smoother. We should just be able to put that in there. We can make the compressor. So that should now be getting power from here. So compressor, put 9 of those in. Well, next we need crushed obsidian, which we can get from 1 obsidian and a rock crusher. In order to do that, we need 12 pistons, 12 diamonds, 3 blocks of the steel. Okay, so from what I can tell, I have all the materials that we need in order to create this thing. As you see, it makes 4, but the multi-block structure is a 2x2x3, so we need 3 of these. So let's just put it here for now. It's going to need power, so let's do that. That should be fine. We need a basic circuit board. So I set this up over here because it's right next to the water here. Oh yeah, basic circuit board done. We can take that. So we should now be able to make this thing. So we'll put that in there. And then this takes 40,000 RF. It's actually getting 80 RF per tick now because we've obviously got the 2 lasers. Okay, so this is nearly done, and then we'll be able to make the induction smelter. Here we have an induction smelter combining stuff with stuff. Oh, crescent hammer trophy. Awesome. This should now create a machine frame. That will allow us now to make a pulverizer. So we have all the materials up on that, except the gears, which are in there. So that's 2 gears, a reception coil, 2 flint, piston, and the machine frame. Right, so that's now been created. It should be up in the top here. And that now allows us to make the pulverizer. Pulverizer, perfectly fine. We can just set that up pretty much anywhere we want. I'll just put it here for the meantime. Let's have a look at Redstone Furnace quickly as our last thing of the day. That's bricks, copper gears, reception coils, and redstone. Okay, so the assembly table is now finished making that machine frame, and everything else should be in our inventory, hopefully, at least. So it should just be a case of doing that. There we go. Now we can make a redstone furnace. I'm not going to do that. Oh god, that scared me. So used to jumping on things that I just do that by accident. But yeah, I'm going to sort out the entire look of this place. Sort out it, just to be a bit more efficient and looking better. Maybe make some leadstone flux ducts just in case, for better power, movement. This is currently just a mess. Glad we can walk through them, otherwise it would be kind of even worse. Yeah, so I'm going to make it look a bit better, work a bit better, and I'm probably going to try and make at least one more redstone solar panel before next episode. But in order to do that, I have to do a lot more pulverizing, which I might actually end up setting 3 proper rows and have this one for gravel, this one for sand, or compressed gravel, compressed sand, compressed dust. Especially considering we've got a lot more materials now, we might be able to set that up looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to get onto that potentially, and obviously making a solar panel, at least one more. But if we get that dust one set up, we can get a lot more redstone, and if we get the sand one set up, we can get more electrolyte or electrotine, allowing us to actually craft them a lot easier. And we have a lot easier way of making steel now rather than this blast furnace. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.